Hi everybody, excuse the little technological blip at the beginning of this video, but welcome to my first video of 2019. Happy New Year. I hope that the holidays find you rested and rejuvenated, and if not, I hope you're recovering and inhaling some calming and uplifting essential oils to help get your brain back in focus and in a more serene state. So today I want to discuss what I wrote in my article for this week, which was on New Year's resolutions. Now, if you're clicking through the blogosphere, you probably think that if you haven't made a New Year's resolution, you're in the minority, but actually you're not. What statistics show is that most people don't actually make New Year's resolutions. The popularity has been decreasing. And according to a YouGov Omnibus survey of over 2 million people, only 26% of us have a resolution for 2019. And actually, I'm not one of them. Why is this? Well, maybe it's through experience or through the fact that science is now validating is that it's a heck of a lot easier to set a goal than it is to trudge down the path to accomplish it, especially if these goals are big and they're based on kind of making up for regressions for the year's end and trying to fix something very quickly and all at once and to head out at the start of the calendar year of January 1st. What actually has been a better approach to achieve maybe some improvements in habits that are more nourishing in your life is a comprehensive approach that also offers support and community. Now, we all know relationships, if you've been following, my videos, and if not, you want to check out the links in the article that I'm going to provide link to in this video, that relationships are a key determinant of our behavior, of our health, and social regulation, how we actually think about and process different things that we're exposed to and our environment and how we react and respond to that. Who we surround ourselves with is an important factor in how that shapes our brain and our responses to life. So basically, who we surround ourselves with and getting that healthy, happy relationships are very important to achieve kind of the goals that we want. Now, this doesn't mean that we necessarily have to only be around people that want the same things we want, because then, we wouldn't necessarily grow and everybody would think the same way, and that wouldn't be a fun world. But it will help if we're around people that support us, and even if they don't necessarily want the same things, will guide us and cheer us on. And that is why I have provided you guys with a series of articles throughout the year, because what research has found is that small incremental steps of trying to reach a specific goal is better than, headlong, I'm going to change everything tomorrow. And thankfully, due to the internet and to social media and the wonderful advances of technology, we can be connected to things that support us and information that will help us achieve a more fulfilling, healthy, and nourishing life in an instant at our fingertips. And we don't even have to get up off our desk or move from our standing desk to find it. And so if you've landed on this site, you know that one of my goals is to help you guys achieve more holistic wellness. And it isn't based on healthism, which is the obsession with a moral value of believing that we have to be a certain body size or eat a certain way or look a certain way or be a certain health status in order to be happy in life. But there's tools that will help you be healthier so that you can be happier, so you don't have to worry about your health and you can forget about that and go on and live your life and fulfill what you want to do. So what I did for this blog is I went through a year in review of my top 5 series that you can use to help you guide your goals even through 2019. If you go through the series article by article, it'll give you a guidepost to take one topic, one highlight of that broad concept, and apply it for maybe 1 week or 1 day, and then move on to the next week or the next day or the next month at your speed and what you feel will be most successful for you. So what were my top 5 article series that I highlighted? The first one was one of my favorite. Of course, it has to do with essential oils, our holistic health tool that I love so much, is 3 factors to consider when you're actually choosing an essential oil, right? So most people will say, use this oil for this, use this oil for that. And in general, there's a lot of constituents that are found in essential oils that will have that effect in a person. But everybody's different, and every oil is different. And how the oil is made and manufactured and all the different processes that occur with essential oils and the distillation techniques and how the plant grows and how it acts in your body will differ from somebody else's. So all those things are interacting. So make sure you check out that link, because it'll link to the final article, and then you can get the resources for the previous articles in the final article. And just to review, those 3 important aspects were the complexity and multifactorial actions of essential oils. So they have many different compounds that do many different things in our bodies, which create many different positive effects all at once. That they have individualized properties, and like I said, kind of already said in the beginning of this introduction here, is that they will affect every individual differently based on our lifestyle and what our biochemistry is doing at that time. And then the concept of synergy, which is that the sum of the essential oil is greater than just one constituent, and also the synergy of the essential oil with us, right? And with what is exposed to in the environment and what's going on in your own body. So those are some things to look at and just to be aware of, so that you know that how your body was responding to a different essential oil, and look at different medication interactions and different lifestyle things you can do to optimize how essential oils work for you. Okay, the second article series that I highlighted was the continuation of the lavender tea tree hormone controversy. And this was, again, based on the fact that they were saying that lavender and tea tree oil could cause these estrogenic effects. And it was based on a petri dish, again. And so the studies for these hormonal effects of essential oils really are not well-founded. They are not based on human clinical trials. A lot of times the petri dish studies have a lot of caveats to them. They have a lot of interfering factors. When they do studies on safety in rodents, they have a different metabolism process than humans. When looking at the constituents that are said to be estrogenic, there's some misunderstandings and some scientific misnomers on that. So you want to just check that out. I kind of went over a broad view of all the different, kind of falsifications of this whole statement and this whole media hype that certain essential oils will cause males' boobs to grow. So you want to look at that if you're concerned about lavender or tea tree with your son or your fathers, or if you're a male with you. So check that out. And then the third article series is the series I did on hormonal effects and safety of essential oils, because that headline of the lavender tea tree hormone controversy kind of spurred me to go on looking at all different essential oils and if they were truly estrogenic, some of the ones that are deemed estrogenic. Fennel, clary sage, geranium. I looked at those essential oils, and basically, again, the underlying concept was that they created synergism. They weren't hormonal in action, but they could impact our hormones by how they balance out the body. That's the bottom line. The fourth article series I wrote is 3 considerations for achieving optimized hormone balance in a naturopathic and functional medicine perspective. So these three considerations that I went through is never to just treat a test of hormones, never just treat lab values, because the way that the hormones act in the body is, they could be in the bloodstream, they could be in the fat, they could be being metabolized, they could be on receptor sites. Just because it's in the blood doesn't necessarily, or is coming out in the saliva, doesn't necessarily mean that your body is utilizing that hormone effectively. So giving somebody more of a hormone that's already in their system, but maybe their body isn't using, could cause kind of an overdose of these hormones, and these hormones are just a little bit goes a long way. So you're kind of playing with a little bit of fire if you're just looking at labs and not having a whole body approach to hormonal health. So I also went through the importance of considering and including metabolites of hormones, and I also reviewed in the current new article that I hadn't posted yet on my website, but that was on naturopath. I went through factors that influence hormone levels, how stress impacts hormone synthesis, and the effects of blood sugar on hormones, the thyroid, and adrenal glands. And then, finally, my last article series that I wanted to highlight was choosing the right frankincense species. Because a lot of people have been asking me, which frankincense oil do I choose? There's sacred frankincense, there's frankincense farinea. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Boswellia catari. Boswellia is the scientific Latin name for frankincense. So I went through all the different aspects of the frankincense oils, and the bottom line is any good quality frankincense essential oil is better than not having frankincense, in my opinion. And then for a bonus for you essential oil lovers, I included a link to how essential oils can help support healthy behaviors for the new year and just any time of year. Okay, so that was a lot to review for a whole year in review. So hopefully this video will give you the highlights if and kind of help you percolate on some of the things you already learned, or if you're new, it will point you in a direction of maybe a topic that you want to explore a little bit deeper. So thank you for joining me today, and I will be back in the new year with even more topics to help guide you to a better life for this year and for as long as I'm doing it. And coming up will be what a lot of people have been asking me to do. Okay, this is going to be the review that you've been waiting for on CBD oil, right? This is the darling right now of the natural health world. Is it hype? Is it harm? Or heck yeah, stay tuned. All right, take care. I will see you soon. Bye.